Good morning, friends. We're again in Palisade, Colorado. This is probably my favorite of the three major towns in the Grand Junction area, those being Palisade, Grand Junction, and Fruita. I like Palisade because it has a nice small town feel, ultra chill, I don't know, nice and quiet. Like, I slept right on the main street multiple times, and it was totally comfortable, totally quiet, very nice. So in today's video, I'm hoping to do some flying, and then go do some wine tasting, check out the historical homes in Palisade. Not historical as much as just old. And then we'll see what else we can get up to. Hope you enjoy. And I'm gonna start off by going to my favorite coffee shop here in Palisade, Slice of Life Bakery. It seems I found a good place to do some flying. So let's get up in the air and get some aerial views of Palisade. I'm such a terrible drone pilot that I'm really amazed I haven't crashed that thing yet. Carrying on, it's now noon, so we're no longer alcoholics for drinking. I'm walking to Grand River Vineyards, which is just off of the I-70 exit. And all the wines there are grown and aged by Grand River Vineyards. So it's all local wines. It's about a 10-minute walk from here, and I will see you guys at the winery. And one of the nice things about Palisade wineries is that they are a pinkies down place. One thing I really like about Palisade's wineries is that they're very chill. Like, it's not unusual to be served by one of the people that may have been working in the fields or helping to age the wines. It's just a very casual experience. You don't have to dress up or anything, go in a t-shirt. And no one cares. It's just very chill. Palisade has a unusual weather pattern. So the book cliffs right here, let me get a bit of a view of them. So the book cliffs cause a unusual wind pattern, specifically in Palisade, but for the Grand Valley overall. And what they do is that, I'm no meteorologist, so I don't know the specifics, but the wind causes the air in Palisade to be unusually warm, and by the product of that, it makes it more frost-proof than most areas of Colorado, even western Colorado. So that's why the fruit orchards and also the vineyards are so popular, and why they do so good in Palisade. It's a very unusual spot. Palisade was founded around 1900, and when they first started off, they did all kinds of variety of fruit orchards mostly. But when they discovered that wind pattern, or probably just over time as they realized how the crops grew so well, their staple crops became peaches and wine grapes. We have arrived at Grand River Vineyards. So now here's the rows that Grand River Vineyards' wine grapes are grown in. So similar to how you grow beans or anything that's a vine plant, they just have these wooden trellises, and they have these wires that run between the posts for the grapes to grow on. I'm gonna get a 4 1-ounce tasting. I'm gonna have the Viognier.
The Viognier?
Yeah.
Viognier?
I think that's right. I don't know.
We're in it together.
Then I'll have the Riesling.
Try it. What's the Maritime? We reset it.
I'll have the Cab Franc.
White Bordeaux.
Yes, would you like receipt?
No.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
White Bordeaux.
And Sauv Blanc and
And the Cab Sauv.
So I'm gonna try the Maritime.
I got here is a selection of 4 1-ounce tastings of different wines. So right here we have a Viognier, which is a semi-sweet white. Here we have a Cab Sauv, Cabernet Sauvignon, which is a dry red. Here is a Cabernet Franc, which is another dry red. Then back here is a Riesling, which is a sweet white. Don't really care for the Viognier. Kind of a flat taste. I didn't realize how spoiled I was when it came to wines growing up in the Grand Valley area. Like, I went to a few wineries in Florida when I lived there, and they really didn't cut the mustard. Oh, a horse wine tour is going by right. What? A horse wine tour is going by right now. Cool stuff. There's only one kind of wine grape that grows in Florida at all well, and it's the muscadine grape. And it's, I don't know, whenever I've had it, it's been super sweet and just kind of, I don't know, not my thing. Also, I never cared for champagnes. They're just, I don't know, I like dry wines, which would make you think I would like champagnes, but they're just so, I don't know, the effervescence of champagne I just really don't like at all. It's definitely nice to be back in the Grand Valley with all these wines they have. I'm not a huge wine person, but I do like it. And it's nice just having it all so handy. Next up, Riesling. Much better. Definitely prefer the Riesling over the Viognier. I never tried a Viognier before, and I was a little disappointed with it. This Riesling's great. Very refreshing. Very fruity. Next is my other wild card, the Cab Franc. I've never tried this variety before. Ooh, that's nice. That's good. Very chocolatey. Man, that is strange. In a good way. It almost tastes like a stout beer. That's funny, it really does taste more like a beer than a wine. That's interesting. That was a pleasant surprise. Lastly is my old standby, Cabernet Sauvignon. This is usually my favorite variety, but that Cab Franc may have become my new favorite wine. That was amazing. Yeah, my favorite of the day was the Cab Franc. That was a totally new wine to me, blew me away. It tasted much more like a beer than a wine. It was so chocolatey, it really tasted more like a stout than a wine. My closest tasting with, remember guys, it's not alcoholism if it's a wine tasting. It's called being classy. So do you guys work just the summers, or?
Nope, it's year round.
Oh wow, nice.
We do year round. We do wine tours. We do sunset tours. We do special occasions such as weddings or proms or parades. All kinds of stuff.
Very cool. Well, that was a very successful wine tasting. I found a new favorite wine. Cabernet Sauvignon's been my standby for, geez, 10 years. And yeah, I found that Cab Franc, and damn, that was good. If you haven't been able to tell yet with all the horses, Palisade is very much a country town. I'm gonna go ahead and skip looking at the antique houses in Palisade. Just know that there are some really cool old homes in Palisade. So just jump. Palisade, it's super small. Just jump on a road, and you'll see some cool old houses. We've arrived back where we started today, in downtown Palisade. So, downtown Palisade runs along 3rd Street and Main Street. And here you can find a number of restaurants. We have the bicycle shop right there. You have galleries. As you can see, Palisade downtown is pretty small. With it being a town of 2,500 people, it's just no need for too big of a downtown. Right here is where you can pick up a shuttle to go to the top of the mesa. Right there, and there. And there's a famous, oh, right here. There's a famous, well, new famous mountain biking trail called the Palisade Plunge. And what they do is that they shuttle you, looks like, all the way up to here at the top of the mesa, and then you bomb down the hill, the mesa, all the way back to, where are we? All the way back to Palisade. It's supposed to be a pretty intense bike trail. I think it's rated black or double black. Definitely out of my skill level, but I don't know. Be a nice thing to kind of aspire to. If you're looking for a lunch or dinner or breakfast, actually, they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right here, 357 Bar and Grill is a really good option. I've had their biscuits and gravy, and it's absolutely delicious. And I've had a number of their burgers, all fantastic. Finally, in downtown Palisade, we have the Livery Saloon. So the Livery is Palisade's dive bar, and it's a really, really good one. Super comfy, no one bothers you, the drinks are good, prices are good, of course, with being a dive bar. Right here we have the public restrooms for Palisade, which, funny enough, in the Grand Junction area, public restrooms are not as common as you would think. On to the last stop. We're going to the brewery, which is where the beers made by Palisade Brewing Company are made. They make a couple of my favorite beers. Like I mentioned before, they make a beer called Dirty Hippie, which is a dark wheat ale. Totally delicious, and especially good. We can get it fresh off the tap from the brewery itself. And they also make a really good beer called Hula Hoppy. And then with it being the brewery, it also has just weird stuff. They make things that they don't sell in cans. Palisade Brewing Company does distribute their beers in cans and kegs, I think, along with in the local liquor stores. Palisade Brewing Company, their beers don't make it much further past the Grand Valley. You really don't. I don't even think I've ever seen Palisade Brewing beer in a Denver liquor store. And it's now $2.40. So now we're definitely not alcoholics. It was 12 when I went to the winery, and now it's almost 3 o'clock. So I think we're in the clear. I think we're morally in the right now. Thank God for that. How's it going, man? Fantastic. What am I feeling today?
Been to a bar called the Blind Tiger in New York City.
Oh yeah? Yeah, this is the Blind Tiger. It's a chain of coffee shops in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little different. I'll have a Woodcutter's Daughter. So the Woodcutter's Daughter that I ordered at the bar is an oak-aged imperial stout. I had it earlier in my trip to Junction a couple weeks ago, and it's really, really good. It's high ABV, as you'd guess, with it being an imperial stout. And you can definitely taste the oak barrel in it. It's fantastic. But hope you guys enjoy this little highlights of Palisade, Colorado. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I'll do some mountain biking. I don't know. Might go up to Grand Mesa. I'm not sure what I'll do next. But I hope you guys will join me next time, and I will see you later. See ya.